Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent Makori. This is Africa 54. First tonight, a pay cut for Kenyan members of parliament. Already among the best paid in Africa, Kenyan MPs were demanding up to $120,000 plus additional allowances per year. But bowing to increased public pressure, they have reduced their compensation package to a salary of $75,000, a $58,000 car grant, and other allowances. The announcement of the reduction came one day after hundreds of people marched outside Parliament denouncing MPs as MPigs. In a series of demonstrations organized by rights groups, Kenyan citizens expressed anger at what they say is greed and robbery by the MPs. Protesters shouted Parliament is not a business but service, urging the MPs to quit if they felt their salaries are too low. Some analysts say the agreement was part of a compromise between MPs and the nation's Salaries and Remuneration Commission, which sets public pay. Kenya's new President Uhuru Kenyatta has backed the commission in his bid to cut Kenya's vast public sector wage bill to free up cash for investment. Now, for more perspective on the compensation dispute, we are joined on the phone from Nairobi by Plo Lumbumba, Professor of Law at the University of Nairobi and former Director of the Kenya Anti-Corruption Commission. Professor Lumbumba, welcome to InFocus, to Africa 54.
Thank you very much for inviting me to your show.
Yes, you're very close to the issue there. Please help us understand what is the logic behind these demands that members of parliament have been making.
In my view, there is no logic. The truth is that Kenyan parliamentarians are among the best paid parliamentarians in the world. In fact, I dare say Kenyan parliament GDP last year was $35 billion, which is 10 times smaller than Walmart's total take last year. And the tragedy, of course, is that the current parliament is also a larger parliament than we had last year, with over 360 members.
Well, looks like we're having some problem there with sound. We're talking to Professor Lumbumba from Nairobi to give us a little bit more insight into the demands for higher pay by members of parliament in Nairobi, Kenya. Now, South Africa's